Hi, I'm Brett Larkin. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel, and especially a big welcome if you're new. Today we're doing a full body 10-minute stretch. Perfect way to start your morning and work out all your aches and pains after a long night's sleep. Let's get on the mat. It's time to feel uplifted. To begin, come into a child's pose. So the knees can be touching or as wide as the mat, and just drape the body forward. Let's reach the arms forward for today so you can be up on the fingertips and just move the seat a little bit side to side. Forehead can rest on the mat if it reaches. Just breathe into your low back. Notice where you are this morning. And then from here, just walk your hands over to the left so the right palm will stack on top of the left. And root down through your right sitting bone. Spin the right shoulder towards the floor. Take a few breaths in and out and just feel a really nice stretch on the right side seam of the body. Walk the hands over to the opposite side of the mat. So left palm on top of right, root down through the left sitting bone, spin the left shoulder towards the floor, deepen the breath in and out through the nose. Bring the hands back to center. Come into tabletop position, so all fours, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We've touched into the side body, so now let's inhale and get into the whole spine with some cat-cow. So broaden across the chest. Feel the navel lift up even as you send the booty towards the sky and arch across the upper back. The abs still pull in. And then as you exhale, make that Halloween cat shape. Gaze at your belly button, lengthen your tailbone towards the space between your knees, and let the chin dip into the chest so the crown of the head really points towards the floor. And then just flow through these two shapes. Inhale, shoulder heads move back. Exhale, and belly button makes a high C curve as it domes up towards the ceiling. I like to rock the weight back a little bit as I come into that Halloween cat shape. Just taking your time to connect with your body this morning. Inhale shines the heart forward. Exhale, deeply round. On your next in-breath, hold your cow pose. So heart forward, shoulder heads back. Make sure the fingers are really spread nice and wide so you can see the color of your mat between the pie slices of your hand. Curl the toes under and begin to send your sitting bones to where the back wall meets the ceiling. You can keep your knees deeply bent. Press the chest towards the thigh bones and just find length in the spine. So it should feel like you're doing a handstand in the upper body. Biceps spin to the left and right of the room. And then you can gently straighten one leg and then the other. If your down dog feels uncomfortable or you feel tight in your shoulders, I invite you to take your hands as wide as the mat and spin your middle finger towards the diagonal. So you have a wider grip in your downward facing dog, with your middle finger pointing to the left and the right diagonal. See if that makes it a little bit more comfortable for you. And then just pedal the legs. So bend one knee, you're in the opposite heel to the ground. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, the back of the leg. And then same for the opposite side. Bring the knees back to the mat. Use your hands to carry or step your right foot forward and melt your hips down to come into a low lunge. can take both hands to the top of the thigh, and then just press your hands into the thigh and use that to roll the chest and heart open towards the ceiling. Relax the traps in the shoulders. Take a huge deep breath. One more, inhale, filling the belly and the chest as you squeeze the inner thighs together. So there's a lot going on here. And then exhale completely. Good, breathe in. This time as you breathe out, take your left hand to your sticky mat, curl your left toes behind you and see if you can straighten your left leg. Option one is you can just keep the right hand on your thigh and spin your chest towards your knees so you're looking at the right wall. You can stay here, or if it feels comfortable and safe, you can reach the right hand to the sky as well, finding a little gentle twist. Long, slow breaths in and out through the nose here. See if you can straighten your back left leg a little more. Heel to crown is a nice long line of energy. And then think of squeezing your inner thighs together. So ideally you'd feel your right hip move back in space and your left hip move forward. Rotate the chest towards the sky a little bit more. Last breath. Beautiful. And then hands down, your choice. You can press back into child's pose, which we already did, or you can play with your downward facing dog position again. So 2 breaths, your choice, child's pose, downward dog, playing with the traditional arms or taking them a little wider like I showed. And then we'll all come into the second side, so carrying the left foot forward, finding that lunge, hands on the thigh, pressing into the thigh to rebound up through the heart. Couple deep breaths. The challenge of yoga in so many ways is that the core is engaged, the inner thighs are squeezing, yet we're still accessing and feeling ideally this really rich breath. See if you can do one more large inhale, really filling to your full capacity. And then exhale, right hand to the sticky mat. Curl your right toes underneath you, straighten the right leg, and begin turning your chest towards the left knee. Option 1, stay here. This is a great place to be. Option 2, you can reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Think heel to crown of head, long line of energy. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Think left hip back, right hip forward as you squeeze. Beautiful. And then take it down. Bring both knees to the mat and just ripple through a cat-cow now to sort of wash it out. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, deeply rounding. Breathing in, finding breath as you send the collarbones away from one another. Exhaling to deeply round. This time, let your rounding of your cat pose take you all the way back. This should feel really good. Into a child's pose again. Use your hands to press up. And for our seated posture, we'll take Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet to touch and the knees wide in a diamond shape. If you want to sit up on like couch cushions or a pillow you have at home to make this more comfortable, that's fine. Once you're there, inhale, lift the heart. So feel this length as you telescope the spine out of the pelvis, and then exhale, fold forward. Ideally, you feel this in the inner groin and the outer hips. Once you find that length, you can just let the head drop. Just let the weight of the world fall off your shoulders. And as you take a few conscious breaths here in this delicious forward fold, set an intention for how you want the rest of your day to unfold. Likely you have the whole day ahead of you. If you like, you can use a simple affirmation. I meet everything today with grace and ease. I meet everything today with grace and ease. One more breath. Good, and then keeping the head heavy, use your hands to press yourself up. Come into a cross-legged position, hands to prayer, to close our practice together. Deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and exhale completely. I hope you move gracefully and radiantly throughout the rest of your day. So much love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Hey, if you like this video, you are going to love my free Pure Beginner Master the Basics yoga class. Not only do I cover the top 10 yoga poses you're most likely to encounter as a beginner, but I give you a downloadable cheat sheet showing you exactly how to do each of these moves so you know you're doing them correctly. Let's banish the fear and confusion of doing it wrong. Let's master the basics together. Go to brettlarkin.com/beginner for your free download, and I'll see you on the mat. Namaste.